Hello everyone, another video. Firstly, I apologise for last week's, if anyone watched last week's. I was very poorly. As you can see, I'm in a bit better spirits today. My beard is looking incredibly bushy. Yeah, I wasn't very well. I was very poorly. I wasn't that bad. Not very poorly, but I wasn't very well. Took me a good couple of days to start to feel better. I think it was probably Monday that I started to feel like myself again. But yeah, I'm pretty much back to normal now. Well, as normal as I get. So yeah, what have I been up to this week? Stressing with work. It's been mental at the moment. Stressing with life, with medication orders not arriving and needing to be changed. So I don't run out of life-saving insulin and medicine, and a roof leak, which was nice, but seems to be getting sorted right now. But what else have I been up to other than all the boring negative stuff? Video game wise, I haven't really played that much over the last week, if I'm being honest. I played a bit of God of War 3 while I was away for work the week before. This week, I just wasn't feeling very well over the weekend. So I haven't played much, and then with the PlayStation Blackout going on this week, which I'll talk about a bit more about my opinions on that in a moment. I've just been chipping away on Pokemon. Brilliant Diamond, Shining Diamond, whichever the Diamond remake on the Switch. Been chipping away at that. I'll be honest, it's not really holding my attention too much at the moment. Again, I'm going to blame that on being a bit run down and a bit under the weather. But yeah, taking part in the big PlayStation Blackout at the moment. I see a lot of conflicting opinions online, which really annoy me, to be honest. Not because people are wrong for having opinions, they're definitely not. Just because someone doesn't agree with me doesn't make them right or wrong or anything. Everyone's entitled to their own opinions. But what does bother me is the constant us versus you mentality a lot of people seem to have when it comes to digital versus physical media, as if people who want physical media don't want or encourage digital media. It shouldn't be a either or. It shouldn't be one or the other. It should be an option for both. Like, if you're into digital media, you like your games digitally, cool, that's fine. Like, I hope no one ever takes that off you, and I hope none of these license agreements ever run out. I hope, that you have a lifetime of happy gaming with that type of media. But also, I think just because digital media does exist, it doesn't mean that physical media shouldn't exist. And you see a lot of people saying, oh, get with the times. You're not going to make any difference to Sony or to PlayStation. And, that might well be the case, but, people care about the physical media. And, I've got a friend and I asked, like, are you going to be partaking in the PlayStation Blackout? He was like, no, it doesn't affect me. I've got my games digitally. I'm going to be playing it this week. And I'm like, yeah, that, cool, good for you. Yeah, no, there's nothing. I'm not going to stop and judge someone for not taking part in what is essentially a protest. But at the same time, I don't necessarily agree with the I'm okay, fuck everyone else mentality. I think there's space in the gaming sphere for people to have the option. Is ultimately, I think, what comes down to is have the option to buy your game physically, buy your game digitally, buy your game in black and white, back to front, upside down, inside out, play on an abacus for all I care. But choice and option is the name of the game, and I don't think it becoming a tribal war of digital gamers versus physical gamers, I don't think that helps anyone. All it does is kind of take away the cause of a multi-billion-dollar company deciding that people don't get to choose what they want. Maybe I'm out of touch, maybe I'm wrong. I don't think I am. I like physical media. I've got no problems with those that like digital media, but it does seem like it's a lot causes a lot of conflict, and I just don't agree with that. It's hard enough being into the gaming hobby with stereotypes and all that type of stuff as it is, without then turning on each other just because you like your games stored in a different medium. It makes no sense to me. But that's my little rant about that over with. It won't make any impact upon the world, but that's what these videos are for. What else have I been up to? I took delivery of a new paddleboard. That was cool. I've been out on it. Went to the Aldridge stand-up paddleboarding school. If you're interested in the hobby, I highly recommend booking in there for one of their lessons on a Saturday or Sunday. The £35 for 5 hours and all your equipment. That's insane value. But yeah, I bought my own board. Used it. It didn't fall in, which is always a bonus. And I'm going this weekend with the bank holiday coming up, hoping that the weather calms down, because it's been absolutely hammering it down here in the UK. But yeah, I'm going. Got a off-road mountain biking group meetup thing on Saturday morning / afternoon, and I'm going to Alderford Lake on Sunday with the paddleboard. Going to have a splish splash around there for a while and see if I can get more and more comfortable on the board, because I enjoy it so much. Game wise, while the Blackout's ongoing until Sunday, I'll just carry on playing on Pokemon. Nothing's really been calling to me at the moment for games to play. So if anyone does watch this video and they've got recommendations and they feel like talking, please let me know in the comments or on the Instagram link or the Discord link. I know I keep pushing it and talking about it, but even if one person finds a community or someone to talk to or a safe space, then it makes a big difference. And ultimately I enjoy it. I find it cathartic talking to what is essentially my reflection on my phone while I'm recording the videos. I haven't done another question of the week this week because I was just too overwhelmed with life and struggling to function as a human being and an adult. So this week's question, which I will add here and finish the video on, is: who is your favourite gaming mascot? And ultimately, who is your least favourite gaming mascot? Favourite gaming mascot is probably Super Mario. The Mario games are always good fun. Spin-offs are good fun. Least favourite, who would it be? that weird thing from the Knights franchise. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't know what it is. Don't like the games. No, I just don't like it. It doesn't make me want to play the game. I don't like clowns. It looks like a jester. No, not for me. But on that wonderfully positive note, after I've just spent 10 minutes talking about, not having conflict and then ask a question about conflict, I am going to go and sit with my dog downstairs and try and chill out for the rest of the evening. I hope you have a really good bank holiday weekend if you're here in the UK. Let's hope for some good weather. If you happen to be watching from anywhere else in the world, I hope you have a good weekend in general. Take care. Bye bye.